Good evening, everyone. Good evening. All right, let's see. Is this working? Can we hear? All right, that looks like it's working. Hello, everyone. Let's see. Kaylee Obsidia is first, which is very rude of her. She was camping on it. That's what it takes. And let's see, we've also got Neon God 22 here, and also Supreme Doom 56. Welcome, everyone. I hear Dan Bear, she says. Very nice. There's the auto shout out for Supreme Doom. Don't be a dolphin. Go follow Supreme Doom on Twitch. I was finally able to catch another one of her streams. Was that yesterday or was that the day before? I don't even know what time is right now. And that was a lot of fun. It's been a while. Speaking of it being a while, it's been a while since I've been on FirstCraft. So with everything else going on, including being ill, I haven't even launched Minecraft until today, and I only briefly logged in earlier to get a screenshot. Yesterday? Okay, yes. So let's go ahead and take down the starting soon screen. And also on the illness front, there's another twist. The plot thickens. So what might have kicked me in the butt this time might not have been the coronavirus after all. I did have it. But my wife has had the exact same symptoms, just about as strong, and been kicked on her butt the past few days, and yet tested negative for the coronavirus while I tested positive. So trying to think, how could this be at all possible? I'm thinking back on the timeline here, and the plane ride home, the night before the plane ride home, I started feeling ill, like that deep fatigue that sets in your muscles, right? And then I felt nasty all the way home, and then the next day, Tuesday, you have a friend who tested negative for half a week before she tested positive. Yeah, she's gonna test again just to make sure, but this is seeming more and more likely to me because the Tuesday, the day after we got home, I was feeling a whole lot better, and I thought I was over it, ready to go, and then the next day got kicked on my butt times 10. So what I think happened is that I caught the coronavirus. It was really mild because we've taken all the precautions, I'm all vaccinated, everything, and then we caught something else that's a nasty cold. Like a really, really nasty cold, but that isn't the coronavirus. That's what I think is happening. That's my working theory anyway. So there's the plot twist right there. All right, let's see. Let's hop on to the first SMP. Let's do it. And we're not exactly where we left off last time because I worked a little bit after that. So yeah, here we are where I took my screenshot for Twitter. But yeah, let's turn down the music a little bit. There we go. But yeah, we built this last time, this villager cloning facility, and it works. Yes, thank you, Supreme Doom, and I'm definitely feeling a whole lot better. Even the pressure on my head is relieving itself, so... but yeah, this is the cloning tube right here. So we've got our two clones right in there. They don't have names. Actually, wait a second. One of them might be a Kevin. It's hard to say. We're going to use some Kevins here, though. But yeah, I've been doing some tests, some experiments here. And so, yeah, we've got this light that's always blinking. Just because you've got to have blinking lights, right? You're relieving yourself? You know it. Only in my head. And then if we're feeding them, and do I have... Yes, I do have some bread in there. That means there's more in there. Then that light goes on. Okay, that was about 13, I think I counted. So they should be getting, you know, in the mood to make a clone. Yeah, they're passing that bread back and forth. Here we go. Ah, look at that. They love this cloning lab. They're saying, hey, our glorious leader, he's just the best. We like him the most. Yay. Okay, where's the clone? Yes, Supreme Doom. Now he's like, wait, where am I? Where am I? Okay. All right, so if we go down here, it's not decorated down here much yet, just a bit. But there he is. There's our little clone. Oh, look at him. Look at that little clone. And we've got a dispenser full of mine carts. You met my twin last night, Supreme Doom. Really? Didn't know I had a twin. Is it a Canadian twin? Bum, bum, bum. All right. So, yes. When that clone grows up in, what, 20 minutes, I think? If all works properly, his head will be up in that water. He'll get dunked in the dunk tank, and will be pulled over onto this pressure plate, which will dispense a minecart, which will pick him up and take him up here. Serene Room says, I rated out to someone and they rated a gamer. He reminded me so much of you. Very fun to chat with him. Well, it has to be fun if they reminded you of me. Very nice. So yeah, they'll come up here, and here is a recent clone right here. No name or anything. They'll be stopped right here. And this is, you know what? I bet I still have the same, because I haven't done anything. I don't have before shipwreck, if he shows up and isn't napping, before he gets after me for not having the boozinate on or the booze cam. This is the last stream on this recovery that I am not doing those. Let's see. Serena says, I told him he reminded me of a friend, and he asked if I liked this said friend. I said, enjoy his company, but don't tell him I said that. Okay, I won't tell him either. He's sleeping, I think. He's always sleeping, especially when I'm streaming. Coincidence? I think yes. All right, but let's see. Let's do the tutorial command. What is on my Zuma games? No, that's still the one for the storage system. Yeah, I haven't messed with that yet. But yeah, there is a tutorial for this, and I've been tweaking it myself. So we've got some other flashing lights here. This one is always flashing, and the idea here is that we'll have some zombies back there behind those trapdoors, and there's the alarm right there when it's danger. He's up between 4 and 5 a.m. So yeah, he's in bed early. So he gets up at 4 a.m. and then goes to bed at 5 a.m. and that's all. Wow. He did a 13-hour shift today. Yikes. Madness. Yeah, there's the danger alarm. And let's see. This should trigger that dispenser over there. Yeah. Okay, so that dispenser is where I can put potions of weakness. So that we can convert the guy. We do have to walk in there and feed them the apples manually. But then when we are ready to go, let's see. Yeah, it's this right here. Power's on the rails, but not the dispenser. So then we can push them out. I've been trying to make it a little bit more automated than this, and I have completely failed at doing that. So this is what system we have so far, and it can accommodate up to about 5 of these guys. So a little bit of manual pushing and arranging is necessary. So we'll, definitely have some workers of the cloning labs. And let's see. Then over here, and yeah, I've got 2 lecterns down because I've been doing some more science over here, and this is particularly frustrating. So here's something that Bedrock has over the Java version. Not that I'm ever going to switch to Bedrock, but you can actually push tile entities with pistons in Bedrock. I wish you could do that in Java, but I was trying to automate re-rolling the trades on this, and it's just not going to happen. Let's see, what are your trades right now? Looting 1, wow. And then I could return the lectern with a button and re-roll the trades. Oh, great, we're getting unstable connection again. Oh, we'll see what happens. Looks okay to me so far, but it says unstable. Whatever, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, unfortunately, the only way right now in Java to re-roll the trades reliably is manually. So, oh. Hey! We had the Screaming Goat. Thank you for the resub, Supreme Doom. Very much appreciated. And Kaylee saying, why Silent Dan? Just me? Yes, I think it's just you. Here, let me type. Pretty sure it's just you, Kaylee. Oh, you forgot, and then you got ads. Oh no. Yeah, I've been trying to just not have any ads, but Twitter's not giving me that option, so I might actually have to do some shenanigans to have like the trailer ads, maybe. That's probably the way to go before I actually start doing actual ads, because I'm Batman, says Kaylee. Yeah, I'm looking over here, and yeah, I'm not actually dropping any network frames yet, but it does say unstable connection, but it also says 6,300 kilobits per second, so, you know, it looks fine to me, whatever. And yeah, you're the only one that says that you're not getting any voice, Kaylee. Try unmuting. Neon God says Java's Piston is just an auto mining device. Are you talking about because of TNT duping? Because yeah, basically. Stream Room says, I don't think I have ads on my stream. No one tells me they get ads. Well, it's because everyone's subscribed to you. I know I am. But yeah, let's see. Looting 1. Also, he has not been converted. So here's what we need to do. I don't yet have an auto brewer. Oh, this always freaks me out when I look over here and it's empty, but no, it's because it's nighttime and they're asleep. Many are, but not everyone, says Supreme Doom. Yeah, well, it should be everyone. Also, another thing I think I'm going to do here is move this wall in by 1, and that way I can have 3 layers of this basalt. And depending on how big this is, I might be able to do some big sliding doors. Mobile just glitched. Twitch be twitchy. Yep, exactly. Except when Shipwreck drops 10 gifted subs. Yep, he's the one to do that. So yeah, this is the facility. So far it's not a secure facility, but yeah, you come in here, you see the tube for the actual cloning process, which stores them out of sight, out of mind below. He's encouraging you with your own money. And he gets the credit. That's the way to do it, really. Smart. But then they come over here, and we do need to get some zombies in here, so we might be doing that next. Yeah, they need to come in here. And then I need a way out. Let's see. Man, I've got a full inventory. Okay, let's clear out some of this inventory, because yeah, I think this is all the redstone we're going to have in here. It's not going to work any better than this as far as automation. I've been looking on YouTube for tutorials, etc., and this is about as good as it gets as far as I can tell for Java Edition. Let's see. So yeah, let's put rails in here as well. Let's see. Redstone lamp, slime block, slime bowls. What else have I got that's redstone? Observers. There's always that one more redstone component I find later. Levers. I think that's actually it. Okay. All right. Oh, thanks, Stream Elements, for saying that I'm live again. That means that I had a disconnect. Interesting. Well, that's annoying. That means I'm going to have to stitch together the VOD again. Thanks, Twitch. You're a slime hole, says Katie. Wow. Wow. All right. What were we doing? Right. So we need to get some zombies, and we need to get some brewing together. Not an auto brewer, but this is so clean. A+ for lab cleanliness. Thank you, Neon God. Yeah, we run a clean lab here. This is definitely a clean room. And the lighting and everything, yeah, we take it very seriously here at Evil Industries. He's a clean madman. That's right. That's right, Supreme Doom. I'm a clean madman. All right, so let's head over to the storage system, which, since I haven't been logged in and it hasn't been loaded, is still basically where we left it. Still working away at lots and lots and lots of slow auto sorting. Let's see. Yeah, that's all good. Here's my temporary access point over here. I'm gonna have a permanent one soon. Excuse me. Let's see what's left. This many shulker boxes are left. Yeah, there's rather a lot. But if we go back this way, I should be able to pick up a brewing stand. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Okay, here we go. Let's just do 4 of them. We might not even use that many. But let's see, what is necessary for a potion of weakness? I have the Vanilla Tweaks resource pack for... Oh, there we go. What? Okay, let's look at the resource packs. Let's see, continuity, let's see, what else do I have? There's probably something interfering. No. Interesting. Brewing guide. This should work. And I know all these are red because they say that they are incompatible because they're made for 1.18, but they do actually work with 1.19. They've worked before. All right, let's reload the textures. Let's see. 3T. And let's see if that changes anything. Nope. Is broken. No. That doesn't change anything either. Boo! Okay, well, that makes things a little bit more difficult because that was going to be my cheat sheet. So I'm going to have to go onto my phone then. And let's see, what is necessary for brewing a potion of weakness? That's the one, right? That's the one that you use on the villagers to convert them? I think so. Let's see, Minecraft... No, Craft, that's not how you spell it, Dan. Minecraft Potion chart, that works. Fermented spider eye, yeah, that's a thing. Let's see, Minecraft wiki, here we go. Sugar and spider eye, okay. All right, I have the chart on my phone now. Let's see, potion of weakness. So yeah, is it just the fermented spider eye? Yes, it is. Okay. And I don't even need to make an awkward potion first. Okay, so I just make the potion of weakness. And to make it splash, what do I need? The gunpowder, right? I think so. Yeah, gunpowder for splash, says Kaylee. Okay, cool. We can do that. Let's see. In here, in miscellaneous stuff, what have I got? I've got 8 spider eyes, spider eyes. 9 spider eyes. Cat heads for some reason. I don't know how those got there. Do I have sugar? I have 1 sugar. All right, I need 8 more sugar. Let's see, is there anything back here? Yeah, there is. All right, but what about in plants? Save yourself some time and just do it, Kaylee says. I mean, that sounds like it could go either way, to be totally honest. Okay, also, I haven't heard a minecart since coming in here, so I wonder if it got stuck. Sometimes it gets stuck when the chunks are unloaded. Okay, it's right there getting loaded, so I don't think it's... It might be stuck. That's what this is for. Did it go? Yep, it just went. All right, good. We're good. Yes, it can go either way, well or good. It can either go, well, not so great, or it can go good. All right, let's head down to the sugarcane farm. Which is actually... I want to go up there. Well, you take 2 weeks off and you forget how to get to anything, right? Let's see. There are 2 little entrances up here. Can I find them? Apparently I cannot. Actually, no, there's one right there. And there's one up there. That's the one I'm looking for, I think. All right, here we go. Here we go. Do I remember the way around my own base? Yep, there we go. Rude, says Kaylee. All right, here we go. All right, I want 9 sugars. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. And put the rest of this back. I don't have much use for sugar. Is that not how you ferment a spider eye? Not shaped. Okay. Hmm. All right. Well, let's head back and see what we're doing wrong. Maybe I need a surely I don't need a crafting bench for this. Smack, smack. All right, but let's try a crafting bench just in case that's what we need. I don't think so. Who's Shirley? Asked Supreme Doom. I don't know. Why are you asking me? I don't know anyone named Shirley. That's it, right? That's how you do it. Pretty sure. Sugar and spider eye. Let's see. Fermented spider eye. Oh, mushroom as well. Okay. Yeah, you see how much I spend on how much time I spend brewing. It's none amount of time. That's how much. Screamer says, you said, Shirley, I don't need a crafting bench. You didn't even say no thank you. Who's Shirley? He said. You know I love you. You guys are fired. You guys are very fired. Let's see. Do I have these over here? No, I have them here. All right. Mushrooms. What? Where are my mushrooms? There's a red mushroom. Brown mushroom block. Might have to break some of these until I get 9 brown mushrooms. It's a song. Okay. I only know the pun from some of those old comedy movies. Is this? That's Silk Touch. That won't do. That's Silk Touch. That won't do. All right, we're using our hands. Our fists. Man, the yield of these things is terrible. 5. 5. Oh, you weren't, Kaylee? Well, see, now I'm just disappointed. All right, I need 2 more. 2 more stinky brown mushrooms. Just 2. There's 1. Okay. Watch, one of these will break with 2 more, and I'll have to. Yep, there it is. All right. Fired. Fortune, yeah, I don't have fortune on any of my current tools. I've had to go and get some, but that's all right. Okay, here we go. Fermented spider eye. Now I have 9 of them. All right. Okay, now we need water bottles. So, water bottles. Well, 1 married and 2 pineapple on pizza. I see no downsides. Okay, so bottles. I got those, but here, I know exactly where to get some bottles. We're gonna pilfer from the bee farm. That's where we're gonna go. To the bee farm. All right, so if we take a stack of these, we can make 4 honey blocks and have 16 bottles left over. Perfect. Now, oh wait, now that I've done that, Neon God with the pineapple on pizza emotes. Good man. Or person? I don't actually know. I hope I didn't just offend. Let's see. Yeah, now that I think of it, I've got a whole lot of water bottles in the mud factory. Yeah, look at that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll do. All right, we've got 9 of those, and now I need... Actually, each of these will make 3, so I can make 27 of these. That's even better than I thought. Okay, but we know we have these. So let's actually set up our operation right here, and let's use 3 of those. That'll be perfect. And we can put 3, 3, 3, all right? And now I need blaze powder. I'm remembering how to do this live on the stream. There's no way that'll go wrong, right? None at all whatsoever. Now, do I have blaze powder, or do I need to go into the nether just to do this? Let's see, nothing in there. Aha! Here we go. All right, perfect. Okay. We are good to go on this, and if I recall properly, this stuff goes a long way. And while we're over here, let's grab the gunpowder too. He's doomed, says Kaylee. No, I'm not. When am I ever doomed? Although, I did think that I could get away with not having the fan on in my room because it's cool outside, so I've got the window wide open. But I was incorrect, so I'm turning that back on, but you probably won't hear it because it's quiet. Okay, 2 gunpowder. I'm gonna have to go find more gunpowder. I do know where there's a bunch of that. Screamden says, no, he's not. I'm Doom. Kaylee says, I also did not take offense to being a man, even though I am not a man. You're fired. That's what you are. Let's see. Do I have gunpowder over here? Yes. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We are good to go. All right. So. All right, cool. We are fueled up in all 3. So now we need the fermented spider eye. So let's split that into 3 stacks. Okay, and it is brewing. There we go. Bye, says Kaylee. Oh man, says Neon God. Nice. All right, is one of these empty? Yes, okay, cool. This is where we will put this stuff. All right, potion of weakness. Very nice. Let's just make... I've unlocked the root of the potions tab. Yay, advancement made. A weak brew. Nice. Oh, full. Here, let's just... like this. There we go. That will work. All right, and so now we need 18 more of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There we go. All right. Brewing actually doesn't take terribly long, although I'd love to get together one of those big, huge, almost instant auto brewer machines. Supreme Doom, speaking of brewing, needs coffee. BRB, she says. Be sure to bring me some, Supreme Doom. I would like some coffee, please. All right. All right, now these three brews will go, and then we can add the gunpowder. All right, so now 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that's doing it. Okay, cool. Haha, this is great. You're straight up right. Yeah, you know it. As dark as possible, like a whole liter of it. Blacker than the blackest night, times infinity. Okay. Splash, potion of weakness, fantastic. Okay, so let's pull those out and put these in. Pull those out, put these in. Pull these out and put these in. All right, there's our first batch of splash potions of weakness. That's not what I double clicked on at all. Mojang. Twice in a row it just did that. And look at that. I double click on that and it sends the other thing. Mojang. Mojang, you'll boozinate for me. You're having an adult coffee. Nice. Appreciate it. I had a boozahol yesterday and it did give me a headache, but it was nice to sit back with a booze. First one in over a week. Ugh. And delivery from Neon God. Thank you. Let's see, what is that emote? Oh, it's from Pixel Riff. It's tea. It goes in the harbor. Right in the harbor. Alright, so we have 27 splash potions of weakness. Let's see, only 9 of them can fit at a time though, so let's actually... There we go. And not that way either. It is to the south. Okay. Just take a look down here, make sure the thing isn't getting all clogged up. Oh, we got 3 little clones down here. Oh geez. Coffee in a teacup. I mean, that works, I guess. I mean, coffee is sort of like a tea, just way better. Ah, look at that. Look at our timing. Oh, that's amazing. I could not have planned that better. I did plan that. Let's just say I planned that. Calling it. I planned it. All right. So you go in there a little bit farther. Right. There we go. And I need to fill this up. We're not ready to do this yet. Oh, I can't. There we go. We still need the zombies. Only I knew where to find some zombies. Where are they? Where are those guys? Where are those Kevins? Nope, not there. Kevin? Kevin? Also, Kevin? Ah, wow, you're not Kevin. You're not any of the Kevins. You're also not welcome here. Get out. Ah, there they are. Hello there, Kevin Costner. Hello there, Kevin Attor. And hello there, Kevin Bacon. Let's see. I think Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner is going to be our guy. Let's do this. Okay. This is one of the rare times where I actually do use F3B because the hitboxes here are ridiculous. There we go. Oh, he's holding the boat. That's not... Well, at least it means he can hold things, because I can give him a sword now. Hi, Kevin. Okay, he says, I got really pro and figured out where the hitbox is. Yeah, I can usually get it, but, you know, just in case. Hi. Hi, Kevin Costner. I wish I knew the, off the top of my head, the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves theme song. Aren't you the one, Kaylee, who's always trying to get me to F3B to find stuff? Isn't that you? And I'm always like, no, I'm pro. At least I didn't use a spoon. Spoons are useful. Kevin, minion? Maybe. Yeah, but you aren't pro, so excuse me, but I'm literally pro. I'm super pro. Actually, no. Let's just go all the way around this way. I don't know how far we have to go, Kevin. Sorry, but we got to go around the perimeter here. Nice glasses, by the way. Oh, that's from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves? Okay. Oh, the great Alan Rickman said it. I haven't seen that movie in like 20 years. I'm trying to call the theme song to memory because I've listened to that a little bit more recently because the music's pretty good. But all that's coming to mind of all things is the A-Team theme. Ba ba da ba 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 bum ba 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 bum ba ba da bum bum. You have a very unfortunately strong memory. Oh, nuts. All right, come on, Mr. Costner. Copyright claim. Hopefully not. It was a very short. But then again, I am a literally perfect singer, so they probably cut it and thought, wow, this is an exact replication of the full orchestra version of that theme. It's probably what the bots think, because of how good my voice is. What happens if you hit Kevin with your axe? Well, he would take damage and possibly die. That's what would happen. Let's see, how many hit points does he have? 20 out of 20, so he can probably take... Well, no. He might actually die in one hit because I have Smite 5 on this axe. Yeah, this is my zombie slaying axe. If I critical hit him, he will definitely die in one hit. We're not doing it. I don't have any particular grudge against Kevin Costner. Dang it. Yeah, so that sounds like fun. Wow. Wow, wow. No, I haven't moved my beacons yet. There were a whole lot of little tasks that I was planning to do this week before I basically died. Were you sick or something? Yeah, exactly. Rude, Kaylee. Very rude. Come on, Kevin. You are very slow. You're so slow. He sounds sick. This is highly entertaining. I mean, poor. Wow, rude. You just want me to hit him with my axe. Unsubscribe. I mean, banned. That's what. Hashtag ban Kaylee. I'm just gonna have a, drink of my water here. K, says Kaylee. K is for Kaylee, who is banned for extra rudeness. With a silent K. How many miles of hallway do you have, for Kevin's sake? Miles? Really? I have about 1.6 kilometers, I think. So 1 mile? Let's see. Are we there? I haven't taken the long way, have I? I bet I've taken the long way. That would be very funny. Have you made 8 laps? No. Down here is where we're going. You took the long way, says Kaylee. And no, it's not funny. Yes, it is. I think I did. Ah, I almost fell in. Don't fall in. Rude. That's what. Look, would it incentivize you to know that there are brains to eat when we get there? Brains. I mean, I guess I could have taken them straight through. Well, you're not enjoying, Kaylee, this tour of my beautiful tunnels. I don't get to eat the brains, she says. I mean, no one's really stopping you from eating human brains. Just saying. No one's ever stopped me, that's for sure. Alright, Kevin. We're getting close, I promise. It's around this next bend. And then, you know, a little bit. It only takes 4 blocks, says Kaylee, to see all there is to see in your tunnels. Well, yeah, but wouldn't you stare at this all day? I would, and do. We're almost there, Kevin. I can just smell the brains. Stinky, stinky brains. Yeah. Yeah, this way, stinky villager brains. You know you want them. Just realized a problem. Okay, he's just out of render. There he is. Okay, we're doing this. And we're doing this, although I don't think he'll go on that, so we're fine there. Oh, awesome, a baby came up, triggered the thing. Dude, you're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be here, ya baby. He's gonna show up any second. So let's go ahead and just all the way close this. I didn't do anything bad, Kaylee. And honestly, they can all die and it's fine. As long as the breeding pair, the cloning pair, doesn't die, we're fine. Come on, Kevin Costner, you're here. You've got this. Yeah, stay on me. I'm your target. Stay on target. All right, I'm ready to rockets out. Stay on target. Oh, no, there we go. Oh, he won't go across these. Here we go. Because he's stupid. This way! Haha! I escaped. Haha! Hi. Hi, Kevin. Alright, put that back. Luke, at that speed, do you think you'll be able to pull out in time? Sure. Alright, we need 2 iron blocks to trap him in there. There we go. Hooray! I have bad news, little Beba. I don't think this works on you. So, let's see. I think I do want to give him a sword. So, let's see. Let's do... We got cobblestone. We have sticks. No, but we do have wood. Are you gonna cure him? Not him, no. He's my guy for zombifying. He had an okay trade. We're doing new trades. We're doing all new trades. I don't remember what he had, to be honest. It's probably mending. Pick that up. Kevin. There you go. Yeah, I knew you wanted that. Yeah, he did used to be one of my villagers until something happened other than my derps. So I don't know what you're talking about with me derping? No. No. That's not what happens. Alright, you... let's do that. There we go. Why is Kevin Costner a zombie? Asked Supreme Doom. Well, while I was working on the storage system, apparently there was an unlit area. Because Dan derped. Oh, jeez. Supreme Doom derped me. Oh, rude. So rude. Hey, you get in there. Into the danger area. Here we go. All right. So now I do need to go get some golden apples. Otherwise, I will be derping again. We don't want that. Just listening to Kaylee. Wow. How rude. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to me, my own moderator? Just to be fair, says Kaylee, he did derp himself already for this. That's true. It was pretty bad derp, so I think it's... No. See, I've redeemed myself. I've determined that I actually, after all, need a zombie. So, turns out it was perfect. I have zombies now. Alright. So, let's go over... One of these is food. I don't have a marker for the food yet. Alright, golden apples. Let's just grab all the ones that I've got here. Very nice. Still derp, says Kaylee. Wow, rude. And let's also grab another lectern because it's quicker if I can hold an extra lectern in my left hand while doing the rerolls. Let's see, where was that? That was here. Ahaha. Nope, that's not a lectern at all. That's a lectern. There we go. That way, I can place one like this and break it and pick it up in my offhand because I still have another one there. All right, so back to the south. You never made it to the coffee. Oh no. Why didn't you make it to the coffee, Supreme Doom? This is unacceptable to me. You deserve the coffees. Okay. All right, we've got our 3 guys. Let's document this. Here we go. Bedtime for Coral, and suddenly she had tons to talk about. She's barely spoken to me since I got home from work. Oh no. And Kia says, I'm trying to deep clean my kitchen. Very sigh. Oh no. Why would you do that? That's labor. That sounds like work. All right, here we go. All right, alarms time. Here we go. Free armor? Not the baby! Wow! You let ship do that, says Supreme Doom. Ah, that's smart. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna put this there. We're gonna hold these in this hand. Here we go. It's like domino zombies. Yes, it is. Alright, are they all? I think they are. So... this is interesting. I'm gonna need more doorway. Oh, you've got that now, do you? Okay. All right, and now we wait. Kelly says, so you have to wait for the baby to grow up, then cure him. Maybe he's a butt. Yeah, well, we're gonna find out. They're all facing east. Positive X. That's why they're facing east, because it's positive X. It's a programmer thing, I think. Ridiculous. Now, cure, obviously, but will you get the special bonus? Yep, I have no idea. I am new to this. I have cured... Okay, you're looking at as many zombies as I've ever cured in my entire career playing Minecraft right now. This is just not something I ever deal with. And we're going to do it multiple times. Hash pound pro, says Kaylee. You know it. I am a pro. And I'm going to, while we do this, I'm just going to take a drink of my water. Just casually here. Because, you know, a good cloning scientist, an evil scientist like me, knows about hydration. I think 3 times basically gets you the maximum effective trade discounts. Okay, let's see. Let's do a 45 FOV. Yeah, look at me, the scientist. Hide the evidence of the baby that, did you say hash pound? I sure did. I sure did. No, it's just yes, I did. Yes, I did, Kaylee. You can say no, but I did. I did say hash pound. Alright. Patients are exhibiting extreme shivering. They're all transfixed, due east. They seem to be a little bit spicy as well. Okay. Hopefully they cure quickly enough not to turn each other again. Fascinating. We're doing science. This is definitely science. Jump, jump, jump. Where's Kevin? That's Kaylee. Kevin is back behind there. Safely tucked away. They are in pretty close quarters, the Supreme Doom. They are, but I handed them the apples pretty quickly, and this is the first test of this facility, so you think they'll kill each other, says Kaylee. I don't know. There's a chance, but I think I handed them apples quickly enough that it won't be the case. Oh, we caught a glimpse of Kevin. He doesn't know he has targets. Zombie doctor. Oh, they're not touching each other. Look at that. The baby is cured. Oh, okay, so it's a random amount of time, is it? The cure time, says Kaylee, is not constant. Interesting. Okay, I thought it was. See, I'm new. I'm new to the whole zombie doctor stuff. But they're not touching each other, which is interesting. Kaylee Obsidia tried to point at me with an arrow to say pro, but missed by just a little bit. It kind of looks like she's calling herself a pro. Don't be fooled. I'm the pro. There's a current poll. Will a villager re-zombify? Oh, we've got a raid. I'm voting too late to vote. Welcome, Gurhulk. And Silver Sky is here. Welcome, Silver Sky. And Cam E. Lemon, Gurhulk raid. Nice. And there, thank you, Supreme Doom, for the shout out to Gurhulk. Look at that. And I get my iron block back. You guys are just in time for some evil science to be very successful on its first run. All right, here we go. But we're going to do another run. Watch this. All right, ready for the alarms. Here we go. Gurhulk says, raid, woo! Good to see you, Gurhulk. How was your stream? You were streaming Minecraft, weren't you not? You were doing what is it? Not an RPG, something like that. You were doing something fun. I saw your tweet, or your go live. Windcraft, very cool. Experiment was a success. I'm making a note here. Huge success. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There we go. MMORPG. That's the word I was having a struggle with. Yeah, my brain right now is still sick. Still sick. All right, here we go. Everyone's got the stinky particles. And... oh, and we got another guy. Another guy's shown up, but he's grown up. You're in a dangerous place, my friend. Supreme Doom says, zombie dominoes. And Silver Sky says, it's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Yeah, we do what we must because we can. You forgot to tweet your go live. Oh, no. Yeah, it must have been the Twitch notification. And yeah, I noticed, Supreme Doom, that I didn't get a go live notification for you. I thought for sure I had those on, but I apparently did not. Now I do. Twitter sucks nowadays, the Silver Sky. It's in an interesting transition state, that's for sure. But honestly, you can still cater the same experience that you always could. I haven't noticed much difference in my own personal timeline, and I think once it all shakes down, it's actually going to be a better product than before, mostly because all the bots will be gone. But yep, Twitter's sure interesting. I just try to keep the politics out of my timeline and just have happiness. And Service Guys, redeemed hydrate. Okay, no, there's no drink cam today, but here it is. It says, "Gotta go eat food. See you later. Have a good food eat, Silver Sky." Premium says, "I don't get go live notifications or sets in no matter how often I turn them off and then back on to reset. So I'm not sure how to understand Twitch." Yeah, I'm not sure it always properly gets applied. And sometimes I think it reverts it. I wouldn't be surprised if I did have your go lives set and if they turn themselves off. You have Twitter on auto tweet. Yeah, Fossabot tweets for you. I've noticed that. I've been doing an experiment this month. I haven't been posting go live notifications in anywhere but the FirstCraft Discord, which Supreme Doom, if you could put a invite there for that. I think everyone here is in it, but still. And I'm trying to do a little bit more for real interaction in the Discords than I'm in. There's a lot to keep up with. And being sick has definitely torpedoed that a bit, but it's the experiment I'm doing this month. There it is. There's the Discord link. All right. This is zombification number 2. And any moment now, we should see cured villagers. And last time, they did not hurt each other. Let's see if that's the same this time. Well, the baby is first. The beba is first. Supreme Doom says, "It's tough to be active in all Discords. I was pretty good at it, but not so much anymore. It gets away from you. And then once you're a little bit behind, it's daunting to go back and catch up, isn't it?" But I figured maybe if I pick 1 or 2 each day and go in and catch up on some messages, maybe at least just post a cat picture or a food picture or something and comment on someone else's picture, I think that might be enough. But yeah, I think I'm past the point where simply putting a go live notification in other Twitter or Discords is actually effective, because I need to be more of someone that people actually interact with and know if they're going to be interested in clicking on my stream. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Cure number 2 complete. Yes, agreed, Supreme Doom. Interacting with people is really important. And the thing is, I'm always hesitant to even join a new Discord because I know I don't have a lot of time for the ones I'm already in. And if I join a Discord, it's because I want to be involved in that community. All right, there we go. All right, they're all weak. Jeez, that is always so loud. That is such a loud sound. Yeah, they're shivering, and there they go, looking to the east. That must be where the zombie holy place is? I don't know. I don't know why they look east. Towards the sunrise? I don't know. Maybe they're afraid of the sun. Girl says, "Part of what got me watching one streamer was just seeing a relatively regular schedule." That is a big deal. Yeah, I actually really like using the schedule feature on the Twitch page. I wish more people would. And I wish that you could search by that. Like, I would love to vet some more small streamers that stream shortly after I do for the sake of raids. But, yeah. Supreme Demon says, "I notice when I'm active in streams, I get more people stop in to say hello." Yes. And yeah, you definitely don't have a regular schedule. I mean, if you can't have a regular schedule, it's not something to worry about. But if you can have a regular schedule, I have found that to be incredibly helpful. "You're tempting," says Gerhulk, "I'm attempting to restart a Monday, Wednesday, Friday stream schedule at minimum." Nice. Once I have my kiddos off to like preschool and kindergarten, I might start doing at least one of my streams during the earlier part of the day. And also that might be a good time to actually get back onto the YouTubes. I've missed producing for YouTube. The cinematography with Replay Mod is something that I greatly, greatly miss. Alright. This is cure number 3, and then it's off to the job station with you. One at a time. Okay. 8:30 Eastern is 30 minutes after I get off work, so there's sometimes minor issues. Yeah, that's cutting it really close. Definitely cutting it close. That's part of why I started late today. Was not my work. I stay-at-home dad. So, but my wife's work. She's been having some trainings in the afternoon that she's had to be there for. So, Super Champion today. She was doing that on her phone while making pizza for dinner. So that was pretty awesome. But it would have been a close, sort of a close margin for me starting this right after she got done with that. So I was like, yeah, I'll just put it off half an hour. No big deal. All right, any moment. Girl says, I mean, I live like 5 minutes away and I usually get off my shift a bit early. Nice. So you just need to eat in like 20 minutes. Just shove it down in your face. Okay, all right, there's one. I'm gonna use the cough button here for just a moment. Supreme Doom says, I miss my morning streams. I always miss your morning streams, Supreme Doom. But I think we mean something different. Okay. Alright, as soon as you're ready to go, I'm pushing you to the job station. Come on, man. Come on, you can do it. You may not be a Kevin, but you can do it. Any second. Supreme Doom said, oh wait, first, Gerhulk said, or today, where dinner was literally just a Pop-Tart from the break room because I wasn't hungry when I got home. Yeah, I know those days. Supreme Doom says, they weren't very busy, but it was nice chatting with a few people before I started my day. Yeah. I mean, you get that burst of productivity, creativity, and you just feel good after a stream. All right, here we go. You first. Actually, if I try to wedge in there, that's going to push this into him, and he might actually be in range for smacking him in the face. So, look at you dude. Shivery dude. You want to convert back to a regular person? Regular person? There you go. Okay, here we go. Let's push you that way. In fact, let's turn on the rail. All right. And now, oh, that's right. I have that turned off for reasons. That was part of my experiment. That wasn't working so well. Okay. Now. Are you too far that way? No! Let's push you a little bit over here. Not too far. Slow, slow. Okay, well, it looks like we need to put it right here then. That's annoying. Thanks, Minecraft. Do you not want a profession? Let's see, it's definitely working hours for you. Don't be such a butt. Let's see, what if I take this out? No. There we go, okay. Let's see. Gerhulk said, if I was ever not busy in the afternoons, I'd try to stream then, but like every afternoon is packed for me usually, except Sunday. Yeah, I hear it. If I could rely on my kids' nap time, maybe that would be a time. And Satan says, hello, Dan. And Gerhulk accurately stating that villagers are just annoying in general. They sure are. This is my least favorite part of villagers. I hate this so much. And really, you're going to take so long. You're not going to be instant in picking your profession. Oh, you are a butt. You are such a butt. Really? Oh, ah. Okay, that brings up a good point. What if one of these guys is getting it? Yeah, this is too busy. You guys, it's too busy. Ah! Kuruk says, I might consider a morning stream or an afternoon stream on Sundays. Uh-oh, Kaylee says, you know why he doesn't pick his profession instantly? Uh-oh, I bet you're gonna tell me. Why? Why is that? Let's turn this off, for one. Just give all of them a job. I mean, I could. But I want to do them one at a time. This is a single file, one at a time. There we go. Okay. Lure 1. Wow. Fantastic. I love it. Lure 1. Get out of here. Get. Give all the job temporarily or pathfinding to the workbench. Yeah. Let's see, except none of these... Okay, so maybe one of these wants that job. Is that what's happening? One of them wants it, but can't get there. So I think Kaylee's right. Give them all a temporary job. Okay. So what do I have for doing that? Nothing here. I have beds. That's no good. All right, let's get to them some workstations then. Actually, I know I can make some. Let's see. Kaylee says they'll keep doing that. Just give them all a junk job for now. Yeah. Now when you break the block, one of them in range will randomly pick it. Yeah, but then he tries to walk over to it, right? Before he actually gets the job, but one of them is trying to do the pathfinding, right? Gerhulk says, I'm gonna go have a snack and relax before sleepy time. See ya. No worries, Gerhulk. Thank you for dropping by. Always good to see you. Very much appreciated. Kate says, if you have wood, you can make composters and they'll be farmers. Just don't lock them. I know, right? Just don't lock them. But can't I use furnaces? I think I can use furnaces. I have enough for 2. Well, maybe that's enough. Not furnaces. Boo. Boo. Extra boo. All right. Blast furnaces give them jobs. Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go into the storage system, which is working its way through all my junk. And we're going to go in here. And composter. There we go. These will do it. Fletching tables would be the easiest, Kaylee, if I had gravel at hand. But since I had to come all the way over here, might as well grab all these composters. Okay. All right, you're a farmer or whatever, right? You're a farmer, and you too, you're a farmer. All right, dude, be a farmer. Just be a one. Dude, be a farmer. You should be a farmer. I've decided you're a farmer. Congratulations. You're a farmer. Good job. Congratulations on your new job. You're a farmer. And also, you get out of here. Go downstairs. He's gonna come right back, isn't he? Yeah, there he is. Ow, he went right past me. Oh boy. Love villagers. Alright. Hello, Mr. Farmer, sir. How do you enjoy your life as a farmer? You know what's amazing is when you're a farmer. No? Everyone loves a good farmer. He doesn't want to be a farmer. He really doesn't want to be a farmer. Oh, this is hilarious. Villagers, you're the worst. Oh no. Speed says there was a farmer who had a dog and Kevin was his name. Oh, Kevin Bubbles Malone? Alright, let's push you guys a little bit farther that way. See if this changes anything. You guys are really making this difficult. I'm gonna murder this baby. Maybe I just leave these here once they work. You really don't want a job. Try the lectern again. I mean, yeah, maybe that'll work. Let's see, can I fly? Nope, can't fly. All right, here we go with the lectern again. No. Yeah, my librarian wants to be a farmer now. That's exactly what's going on. You're right. All right. You're a farmer. You're a stubborn guy. You're a bebe. Uh-oh. Kaylee has an idea. I'm afraid of the idea. Okay, you're a librarian with loyalty 3. Nice. Don't care about loyalty 3. Okay, here we go. Now you really want to be a farmer, don't ya? Farmer sounds great. Farmer's what you want to be. Oh, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill this guy. What's your idea, Kaylee? Do it. Do it. Wow, we've managed to make villagers more annoying than normal. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. I was going to say, block a ring around your librarian so he can't pathfind. Yeah, I think I have to. Try that. Let's try that. And let's try that. Alright, does this work? You're not... No! Go behind me too, so I'm blocked in? Maybe. We'll see if that's enough. Let's find out. That'll be the next step. Riptide 2. Wow! Oh, this is enough. Okay, good. Have I ever mentioned I hate villagers? I hate villagers. Okay. No. Okay, all right, here we go. You fixed it because you're brilliant. Yeah, then it broke again. Infinity. Except I don't use infinity. Infinity is for fools. Crosswalker. Protection 3. Only settling for maximum stuff right now. Also, I have another problem. Do you see it? When I get a good trade, I can't lock it in. I respect one. Let's go get books and emeralds so that we can lock one in, and we're only going to do one trade today. What? You're club mending? What the French toast? I thought you knew I was in club mending. I'm on team crossbow with mending and piercing. When I go caving, I come out with more arrows than I went in. It's way better than Infinity. The only thing that Infinity is really good for is fighting a warden. Let's see. I need also more rockets. And what were we here for? We were here for books. You had that comment about the Power 4 mending book that was fished in that one tweet. I thought you were on my side. You didn't read my tweet, did you? I agreed it was almost perfect because it needed, you know, Power 5, and then it would have been perfect because it had mending. I love mending. It's good. Okay, books. Any books in here? No books. We have leather, though. Now I have books. Lots of leather. Lots of leather. Lots of creepy music happening. We have poop. You're an epic trader. Pineapple and mending. And don't forget the cilantro. All right. I'm gonna have to make more books. I think so. I think my books are sitting in the storage, waiting to go through. All right, here we go. 18 books. That'll do it. And now I need emeralds. Let's just get stacking some. Do we derp him, Kaylee? Says if you knew him. Wow, wow, for disagreeing. Disagreeing? Silver Sky, welcome back. Oh, wow. There's a lot of rudeness going on in my chat here. And it's all coming from Kaylee. Alright, here we go. Because yeah, when I kill a skeleton with this piercing crossbow, I get the arrows that skeleton drops. I also get my arrows back. So I come out with more arrows than I started with. Silver Sky says, I need context and I doubt I will receive any. Oh, you'll receive plenty, I bet. Okay, what do we got? Luck of the C3. Wow, wow. Oh my goodness. Impaling 2. Fantastic and excellent and amazing. Smite 5. Okay, that's actually good. Alright, I do want Smite 5. So, let's lock him in. In fact, let's see what the next trade is. Okay, one more. One more does it. What's your next trade, my dude? Riptide 2. Woo! But hey, I get cheap bookshelves and everything, so that's pretty awesome. All right, dude. All right, you are a success. Okay, so now I know what adjustments I need to make to this thing. Basically, I need to have redstone to make this an enclosed area. I can't automatically with redstone reroll his trades, but I can at least close this off with redstone so that I don't need to keep doing all this garbage. You still don't want to be a farmer, do you? Okay, whatever, useless guy. Service guy says, I think I've seen a mod where you can just click the button refresh and unlock villagers' trades. Yeah, there are mods like that. We're pretty vanilla here though. But let's see. Also, I have broken I put this here and will he get it? I think so, but I mean, I can't really tell from this. Let's put the button back, because this button does that. You're free. Where did he go? Hi, you're free. I wish it was a vanilla feature though, says Silver Sky. Yeah, I mean, it would be a lot more convenient than what you have to do now. What I really wish is that, well, I think the main thing that would fix villagers from being so OP is if it wasn't so easy to basically print money. It is so easy by mid-game to have an infinite stream of emeralds with a basic pillager farm. Even just trading with villagers, you get so many emeralds. So basically, I think these prices need to come way down and be a different currency. I think they should be diamonds. That would make a whole lot more sense. Plus, I think that a librarian should have its book trades in tiers. Hello, Thunder. And so basically, like, for example, Smite. An apprentice should have level 1 of Smite or equivalent books, and it should refresh and rotate through every day. Every time that they restock their trades, it should be something else at that level. And when you have a master or expert, whichever one is the top tier rank of librarian, they should only offer you top trades, and it should rotate through randomly. That's what I think should happen. That is my idea for villagers, and I might try to data pack that in somehow. But anyway, now that we're an hour and a half in, and that's what we've accomplished, let's put some of this away. I don't have enough storage over there. Let's see. That would make mending only accessible for level 1 villagers. No, because you see that should also be fixed, because basically Minecraft considers mending to be a level 1 trade and Smite 1 to be a level 1 trade, but they're not the same. But actually mending is also its maximum level, so I think mending should be like a level 4, level 5 trade. They should be in bins like that, and that would make that worthwhile. Then again, wouldn't that be interesting? Of course, then you'd have a villager mill where you trade the mending book and then kill the villager as soon as they rank up. So that would be no good. All right, let's just dump out our inventory here. I'll be returning back to this on my own later. So, what should we do next? We can look at the barracks now. So if we go back here, back to the south. Here's our cloning lab, which needs a little bit of adjustment at this point. Let's get rid of that as well. Oop, pop. But if we turn this corner here where we just flew through, this is where we're getting the, and I have this as a marker for how deep I want that to go in there. But this is where the henchman barracks are. And you can see there's been a little bit of demolition going on, and we need to continue that demolition and to move these barracks. So I've been working on the design a little bit. It's not done, and I'm definitely open to some suggestions. I'm also open to drinking a little bit of water right now. Did I keep the change the cloning lab design? Well, I continued working on it is what happened. Go back. Basically what we'd built on stream is just this part. So the reason it looks different is that I've finished the ceiling, the floor, the walls, and I built the other two stations. More water, says Silver Sky. Drown. Okay, and redeemed the hydrate. Here we go. Thank you. And yeah, he's staying around here because he has a workstation. So that's going to have to go at some point. But not right now. I'm going to do a lot of the tedious, frustrating villager trading off camera. He's an adult now, so I wonder, he's number 4. He had all the conversion happening while he was a child. Let's do some quick science. Will you accept this job? Oh, I hear a raid. I hear a raid. Confirmed. Okay, so even if they get converted as a child when they grow up, you get the benefits. That's some good science right there. Lark2 Bird, welcome. Thank you for the raid. And Alioop saying Burr Braid as well. Let's see, I don't know if Supreme Doom is still here. Supreme Doom is still here. Can we get a shout out for Lark? Lark is fantastic. Really chill streamer. Fun Minecraft. Let me know, Lark, what you were doing in your stream today. Silver Sky says, I mean, a stream where you just work on villager trades and hang out with chat would be nice. That's true. I'm not opposed to that. Not opposed to that at all. Let's see. Yep, there's a shout out for Lark2 Bird. Definitely. Let's do the, why don't I do the official one? Shout out Lark. I don't think Supreme Doom has the permissions for this yet. So yeah, if you're not following Lark, definitely do so. Lark is a lot of fun. Very chill Minecraft streamer. Doing Redstones. Haven't streamed in over a month because of life. Oh, I know how that goes. Haven't streamed in a couple weeks because of being sick. But we just did some science here. We are doing our villager cloning lab, which I'll give a quick tour of in just a moment. But this is the conversion station, and this one here was a baby villager who managed to get out of the cloning vat before he was done. So we did some tests. We did the conversion on him 3 times and confirmed you get the benefits even if they are not an adult. When the conversion happens, they retain that NBT data. So yeah, that's fascinating. Let's see. Supreme Doom asking, how was the move? Oh, you were moving. Is that the life that happened? That'll do it. That'll do it for sure. And Lark says, trying to automate a renewable coral farm with carpet bot. Ooh, that sounds technical and interesting. It went well, says Lark about the move. Finally settled in all mid-October, right before life got to me. Ah, okay. Nice. All right, but yeah, this is where we had been working last time I streamed from Minecraft, which was 2 weeks ago. And then we had life happen here, where there was a brief vacation that went off the rails, and then severe illness, which I'm basically over. But yeah, here is the cloning vat right here. These 2 guys get fed, and they make little clone bebes. The controls are up here. That will feed them. If I turn that on, they get a constant stream of bread until I cut them off. And of course we have flashing lights because we have to. It's an evil science lab after all. And then yeah, so they drop down to the bottom part of the cloning vat, which is down here. And it's a little bit backed up right now because I overfed them. It happens. But what is supposed to happen, and we actually watched it work flawlessly the first time, the little bebes are held down here on that honey block. And when they grow up, they get dunked into this water, come over here and trigger a minecart from the dispenser, which takes them up the ramp. Doop, 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 doop. Silver Guy says, when I get overfed, I don't get cloned. I feel cheated. I think you should complain. You should complain about that to your feeder person. Supreme Doom says, I've got to head out now. Gotta be up around 12, 2, 3, 4, and then up for good at 5. Yep, that's my sleep schedule because of my wonderful puppy. No worries, Supreme Doom, and I'm gonna shout you out. And you can't tell me not to. Supreme Doom streams mostly crafting projects, does a lot of paper crafts. It's always fun to watch. And occasionally Minecraft from this very server. But yeah, have a good evening, Supreme Doom. I'm glad you were here. But yeah, so they come here, and I'm not going to do it right now because these guys are here, but if I flip that switch, an alarm sounds, the light goes on, and the doors back there open up, and Kevin Costner, yep, Kevin Costner, thank you, Twiglet, and Bowser. Let's see, if I move you there, we can see Kevin Costner, but you should be safe. Where are you? There he is. He's up there. Kevin Costner with his sword. He comes down and he turns them all into zombies. And then we push this button. We get the splash potion of weakness. We got to walk in there. And this is here because we were doing some troubleshooting. We feed them their golden apples. And we can do that as many times as we want. We did these guys 3 times. And then they move over here to be assigned a career for the rest of their lives. uh, agreed, Supreme Doom. We don't hang out often enough. He has a good voice for listening to, says Kaylee. Thank you, Kaylee. I enjoy listening to your streams as well, and watching you do the arts. In fact, let's put up the cats. Haven't done that yet. There we go. Kaylee made those. She drew 2 of my 3 cats. Third one coming maybe tomorrow. Possibly. Quite possibly. In fact... Kaylee. Well, only one shoutout can be active at a time, but I... Excuse me. Alright, fine. We'll do that one. I hope we can cat tomorrow, says Kaylee. Yeah. Probably either tomorrow or a week from tomorrow. Nice. First try. There we go. So that's the clothing lab. And I think I'm going to thicken this wall by 1 block for the sake of putting in some very thick sliding doors that are seamless on both sides. So that's my plan, but it's going to take some designing and some thinking about. So yeah, the main issue that we ran into is that this career assignment booth, sometimes the guys over here try to take the career, so we had to section it off so that they couldn't see it, and only the guy in here could see the lectern. But other than that, it works. So some tweaks are in order, and then it'll be perfect. Kaylee says, I have to clean the guinea pig cages and then head to sleepy night. Good night, Kaylee. Thanks for being here, even though you were very rude. And Kaylee's, let's see. Silver Sky says, Dan, how many librarians are you going to make? Kaylee says, a good trade station has about 64 librarians. I'm not going to have that many. If I do that, then the only thing I'll do until the end of Season 1 of FirstCraft is work on my henchmen. And I have other plans. I have so much more I'd like to do. In fact, let's take a look. Hey, ignore the door. It's still broken. I haven't fixed it yet, okay? Just leave it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. All right, on the short list of future projects is a proper super smelter. This one is here just for now, but it won't be the only one. We'll have a proper super smelter in the very near future, possibly in a couple weeks. It's your job to be rude, says Kay. I mean, yeah, I guess. Let's see. Also, this mud factory is going to get an upgrade and a proper location. It won't stay there. It's not going to be cluttering up this command center. Here is the biggest redstone project I've ever made. My Zuma Games giant item sorter and storage system. It's working right now through an incredible amount of junk that I have collected over the past several months. Let's see. First Silver Sky says, I disapprove. You can never have too many librarians, Dan. Never forget this fact. Oh, I'm not disagreeing that you can't have too many librarians. I'm just saying that I am prioritizing my time differently. I'll have a few librarians and a few other things. I'll have some of the essentials, but if I spend the time to make 64 librarians, that's all I will do before the server reset for 1.20. And Kaylee saying this smelter makes me angry. Why is that, Kaylee? What's wrong with the smelter? What's wrong with the smelter, other than, you know, nothing? It's perfect. Look, every single furnace has its own perfect chest. Look at that. And even on the back, feeding the fuel into the things. Literally perfect. No flaws. No flaws at all whatsoever. 63 librarians, suggests Silver Sky. Maybe. We'll see if I have time for that. Maybe. Kaylee says, you. Period. No. Period. Why. Period. That's not very good grammar, Kaylee. Those are not complete sentences. I hear a slime. Where is this slime? It has to be down there. There must be a cave. Alright, but yeah, let's see. Here's the map. Here's the evil volcano lair. I know there are some, why, Dan Burpig, that's right, why. I think there are some new people here who haven't seen the base. But this is my James Bond inspired evil villain volcano lair. So there was a little island right here in this perfect crater lake that just spoke to me. It looks like Crater Lake in Oregon. So I covered it in lava, basically. I covered it in basalt and similar textures. And we've got ourselves a little volcano in this lake. Complete with a volcano evil villain door, which is currently broken and needs to be fixed. Okay, it says he must like wheat thins. I do like wheat thins. I would eat them with cheese. But, so up here, we've got our 4 different wings. North is storage. East is where we have farms and such, like actual crop farms. Not many yet. South is where the villagers, aka the henchmen, live and work. We're working on that right now. And to the west is animal farms. Let's see. So this guy says, you should enlist some of your 63 librarians to fix that door. I should. I bet it would get done in no time. If we go hop across the safety railing and come down here, we've got, this is a Nembon design from way back, like 2015, I think. And this is my sugarcane farm. This is the first flying machine I ever built in Minecraft. This one right here. And oh my gosh, it's always getting dirty. Always so dirty. It just, there's something about the sugarcane. This thing flies through it and it just gets all covered in green gunk. Jeez. What's with the cats, says Dill. Villagers. That's what's with the cats. And then they get stuck. But yeah, let's, I'm going to put a button up in the control center eventually. That's not on the short list though. But if I do this, there it goes. I hear a skeleton. I don't like that. If I hear a skeleton, that means there could be a creeper. Why is there a skeleton? But there it goes. Look at this thing. I love it. Love this thing. Silver Sky says, if we go hop across the safety railings, Dan, supporter of unsafe work environments. I wouldn't say supporter of unsafe work environments as much as opposer of Minecraft OSHA. And here it comes back. And there's the stuff going through the chute to be collected in a as yet to be designed and built collection system. Right now it's just all gonna sit up there and despawn. It's fine. I have more sugarcane than I actually need, so not really worried about it. Alright, but over here is... Oh, are these the cats you're talking about? Because there were cats as we were flying down. These cats are the creeper farm. They scare the creeper... And the creeper farm is disabled right now because I have more gunpowder than I need. So, these lights are all activated. There's a switch to turn this thing on and off. But if it was running, then creepers would spawn in here, be scared of the cats, and drop down the chute there in the center. So this is the first creeper or cat-powered creeper farm that I have ever built in Minecraft. We're all about the firsts here on the first SMP on FirstCraft. And I hear creepers hurting. Let's investigate. Are not all the levels turned off? Because... Oh! Why didn't this one turn off? Okay, so we do have the creeper farm running, but not at maximum capacity. Interesting. So for whatever reason, my T flip-flops did not get all of these. So this level up here is still turned on, still activated. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's fascinating and good to know. This is the first farm that I built in here. I've learned much since then. Through the maintenance tunnel. But yeah, we're full up. I don't need this thing to be on anymore. We have so much. We have so much gunpowder. Alright. So let's go down to here. And over here, we've got my iron farm. The first one I ever built. Yes, there's a theme. And it's full. So let's clear it out. But I have it designed to look like a blast furnace. So here we have, the lore here is that I need to put in a rail system so that I can go down here into the mines and send the raw ores back, where they will be put up on this conveyor belt right here and be dropped into this giant blast furnace. What will really be happening is they are sent back here to this blast furnace array, processed, and they'll all come out together, all the iron and also all of the processed ores from the mines, and we'll all have one shared output, and then probably be sent up to the storage system. But this conveyor belt right here, I need to make the chutes and the minecart unloaders, but yeah, there's a switch down below where this can be turned on and off. It's very loud. I'm not going to turn it on right now. Super loud. Back there, of course, the mines. And over here, I need to continue building out the tinted glass. These glass tubes are containing these plungers for a geode harvester machine. Eats, shoots, and leaves, says Kaylee. That's right. Except I don't have a panda farm yet. Okay, but yeah, this is the an Il Mango design, and yes, we're in a slime chunk. This is where basically all my slime comes from, down here. I should build a slime farm. I've never built a slime farm. Been playing Minecraft for 10 years and I've never built a slime farm. But these look like they are quite ready for harvesting. Silver Sky brings up a good point, Kaylee. The lack of grammar in that sentence makes it difficult to interpret. Aren't you supposed to put some commas in there to make a point? Alright. And currently the activation switch is here. It will be wired up like everything else, hopefully, if I can make it work properly, to the command center at the top. But here we go. There goes the first plunger. And I don't have room to pick these up. I'm not really worried about it. I'll make some iron blocks. That's fine. As soon as that returns, the next plunger goes. Doesn't the book title, though, Kaylee, have some commas in it? There we go. And there are a few left over that cannot be harvested this way without destroying the budding amethyst. So the efficiency is not 100%, but it is fire and forget. And even more importantly, it's freaking cool. Let's eat, Grandma, or let's eat Grandma. Let's eat Dan, says Silver Sky. Yeah, let's eat, Dan. I already ate. I had pizza. Homemade pizza. It was delicious. Alright, let's clear up some inventory space by making some iron blocks. Just compact these. There we go. And now we can pick up the rest of those amethyst shards. Not what I meant, said Silver Sky. Very rude. Kaylee, someone's trying to infringe on your rudeness. Kaylee is the rude one around here. Everyone says so. Alright, you guys die too. Alright. Yeah, I had to do a lot of digging out here, but I think it still looks like a pretty natural cavern. Just waiting for this gravel to fall. Eventually. That's gonna be a bad day. Kaylee says, Dan is not delicious. He tastes like pineapple, cilantro, and mending. That's 3 great things, Kaylee. I don't understand. And Satan says, that's the word on the street. And say he was delicious, the Silver Sky, just that we should eat him. Interesting. Alright, and all this needs to go up into the storage system as well, but for now, stay down here. Alright. But yeah, that's this thing right here, and I need to rework this path as well. so that it makes a little bit more sense. I think I'm going to cut it downwards and have this cut just right around here and go into the mines. And there goes another iron golem. Let's see, let's continue cleaning this out. Definitely need proper collection over here. Don't have it yet. And I need proper item getting rid of-ness. Item disposal, that's the word I'm looking for. There we go. Oh no, rude. So this guy says, why are there unharvested diamond ore there? Because it looks nice. That's why. Thought I'd leave it, you know, as a symbol of the diamond, right? As a symbol of the ores that we can get out of that mine. All right, so let's go. So this guy says, I like the color red. Why are you wasting that dye? Because I have an entire shulker box full of it. I don't need more. Not right now. I like red too. Look at that. I've got 3 stacks, basically, of iron blocks from this. All right, let's put this back into the iron box. We used a whole lot of iron on this project here. A whole lot. Hi, guys. Okay, so... Wait a second. Let's see, so this guy says, Hash Pound, Dan maybe sucks or maybe he doesn't, I don't know. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. But we need to work on the, first let's go ahead and take down the cats. They've been up a while. And let's work on the barracks a little bit, because this temporary situation, it's time for it to be done. But yeah, so over here I've got, I've adjusted these so that these are 4-bed barracks. Each room will have 4 beds. And I think the science division. So I'm taking some cues from the original Star Trek. So we're going to have yellow, blue, and red for different departments. And I think science makes sense for librarians. So librarians, I think maybe we'll have 16 librarians. Sounds pretty good. So we'll have 4 barracks of librarians for now. You're right, science is blue. That was a test, and you got it right. Red is engineering, of course, which I think will be weapons and armor. So my weaponsmiths, my armor smiths, etc. And command doesn't really make a whole lot of sense of these guys, so I think orange instead is going to be things like, I don't know, masons, clerics, stuff. Not enough librarians. Science is a green word. Command is Fletcher, because they're OP. That's not a bad point. That's not a bad point at all. And yeah, you're right that they're OP, and that's why I think that emeralds should not be the currency for villagers. So what do you guys think? I'm not sold on this design here. I mean, I like this walkway in here, but should this go all the way around rather than be an arch like this? That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. So let's try that. And what kind of supplies do I have here with me? I don't think I have any. All the way around, says Silver Sky. Okay. Let's try that. So basically over here, we're gonna need to match this. So like that. And we need more of the polished blackstone. We're gonna need more polished blackstone, and we're gonna need a whole lot more of the deep slate. And I definitely need water. Also, Kaylee, why is science a green word? Is it because green is not a creative color? What's in here? I think it's diorite or andesite. Nope. Books. Books. Of course. There's a whole stack of books there. Ah, sigh. Let's see. Oh, your synesthesia says science is green. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. All right, what have we got in here? Oh, right. These were filter items for the storage system. That's why that's still out. Silver Sky says it does feel kind of green, but I also could see blue fitting. I just associate things with color. Yeah, and I'm kind of going with the whole original Star Trek thing. And you're right, science is blue. Let's see. We want cobbled deep slate. Let's go ahead and grab a bunch. 8 stacks should be pretty good. You have an involuntary letter word color thing. Interesting. I never knew that. That's fascinating, actually. I do not. Okay, so we don't have any more polished black stone. Let's just make 4 stacks of it right now. Right here, right now. It's not like I'm not going to use it. Dan is a blue name. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. Looks like a green name to me. All right. Haley is a brown name. It looks blue on my screen. It's always blue. All right, so that can stay like that, I think. But what does this look like if we do this? Like an amber color. Interesting. I think if we go with this, we need to commit to having that all the way recessed. And Silver Sky says, a lot of the colors I think of when I'm considering words are based off the colors of the room I most strongly associate that word with. That kind of makes sense. So the word Friday is a warm, almost golden yellow, a bit more tan. Interesting. I basically only associate colors with either color words or nouns that are of a thing that has a color. Probably because I'm so very normal. Alright. I mean, everyone says I'm normal, basically. Ah, great. That's not good. That's gonna convert some of my concrete, probably? Oh, good. Only the bottom layer, which I already converted, because that's what I want. So there's a complication right there. And I've been fighting this water this whole time. Kitty says, I wouldn't say you're normal, I'd say you're a nerd. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I'd say you're a rude. All right, back down and cover that up. There we go. Wow yourself, she says. So this guy says, me too, but for words that don't mean anything physical, they usually follow that pattern. Very cool. And yeah, you beat me to it. Your. I love it. Okay, let's pop back up here. And yeah, good. I covered that. And these were already covered. There we go. Okay, cool. My grammar goes bad when I'm tired, says Kaylee. Understandable. And actually this needs to be, oops, like that. All right, so let's see if we can get kind of an idea of this image. That's going to be filled in with the deep slate. So, do we have? We probably don't have a grind, or not a grindstone, a stone cutter, a cutting stone cutter over here. Yep, there's still a shrieker over there. All right. Let's see. What's the recipe? It's 3 smooth stone. Or is it regular stone? Just 3 regular stone and 1 iron ingot, right? For a stone cutter? I think so. As opposed to the stone cutters that don't cut. Yeah, those are the ones you want to watch out for because they're useless. Let's see. Okay, yeah, regular stone and an iron ingot. Okay, that's easy enough. Let's go over here where I've got my iron box. There we go. Grab a single iron and make a stone cutter. There we go. They're useless. They give mechanics a job to do. There you go. Yes, and indeed, spin. It's a good trick. Actually, that's too far. We want to be over here. There we go. There we go. So now, what we can do is get deep slate bricks. And let's also do another stack of deep slate bricks that we're going to put in the furnace to get cracked. I probably have some in the storage system, but this is fine. And since this is not a super smelter, let's do this. Let's just spread them out a bit. There we go. And those will be for a little bit of subtle texture over here. Yeah, I've got just a few of these in here giving texture. That will come in as soon as they finish baking. Let's, in the meantime, there we go. Polished basalt is a good pillaring block. Silver Sky says, imagine putting bricks into a furnace to get cracked, but in real life, I know, right? I just need to destroy these things here. Although, to be fair, in real life, people buy jeans that already have holes ripped in them. My stepdaughter's favorite pair of jeans right now is more holes than jeans. And it just reminds me of way back in the 90s when that was a thing then, too. Okay, so there's that. And we can do some deep slate bricks. Like this. And then I think we're going to do deep slate tiles up there. Yeah, but those guys are just insane. Just wear shorts if you want bare legs. I know, right? Those at least don't catch on everything. That would drive me nuts with having just the holes in the knees catching on everything. You dislike jeans in general. Oh man, I love jeans. I'm all about the jeans. Just regular jeans. Jeannie McJeanertons. Alright, there we go. 44 cracked deep slate bricks. Dan, says Kaylee. You're old. Old, says Silver Sky. Very rude. Kaylee, you're older than me. I called you out. You're old. Okay. And cracked deep slate bricks. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure what I think of that. It's better, but it's also, it's like it's a little bit too much, really. I don't know. Just having the bricks in general seems like it's a little bit too, you know, medievally. It doesn't feel very modern sci-fi, does it? Maybe a lighter color in the middle? Yeah, maybe I go for andesite. Let's try polished andesite, maybe. Now I have plenty of that. Let's see. So yeah, I feel like it's actually losing the sci-fi aspect. So, and I mean, it's dark. It's got the dark aspect. All right, let's try some polished andesite. I wish I could make polished andesite stairs. Let's also try regular andesite, just because why not? We're doing some tests. We're doing some experimentation with color palettes here. Okay, let's leave that as is for now. And let's experiment with this one. And maybe let's not take it all the way up after all. Just up to here. Polished andesite plus chiseled stone, says Silver Sky. Now that's a thought. I think I'm okay with the tiled floor. That looks modern enough. But let's see. Let's just fill this in with polished andesite first. And I really wish this was a connected texture in vanilla Minecraft. But, you know, I wish a lot of things. To break it up like what the cracked bricks are doing? Yeah, maybe. The thing with the cracked bricks is that those are almost exactly the same texture, just with that slight variation, that addition. Chiseled bricks, or chiseled stone and polished andesite are pretty different. Cloud floor looks great, and I like the sound it makes when you walk on it. Yeah, I love that sound. Okay. I think I like this better. I don't love it, but I like it better. Let's see. Chiseled in the upper center of the wall could look nice. It could. Let's see. You make the chiseled stone. Well, I guess I could just use the stone cutter, couldn't I? Let's just compare the textures here. Yeah, that's actually not bad. What about... All right, so I have a total of 16 of these now. That's terrible. I hate that. Okay, not that. Not that, then. Oops. You could also try polished deep slate if you wanted it darker. Yeah, polished deep slate does look a lot more modern. So I might do that. Polished deep slate might be the thing. And I'm not opposed to just trying and trying until I get it right. I'm just feeling increasingly certain that the bricks are not the look. Let's try the polished deep slate. Let's just make one stack of it. Let's do that over here so I don't have to click that wrong. Let's see. I have plenty else of this. Okay. Let's tear this down now. There's also black concrete. That's a possibility. I'm trying to see what I can do with modern with not too much concrete, but obviously I've got concrete in there, so. So you could also throw in something that's colored to show what kind of room it is. I could, yeah. I was just about to say maybe I can make a window up here, but then I'd have an H, like a clear H. Oh, wow. Let's see. Okay, what if we got really fancy here? And how does this look? That kind of breaks it up a little bit. That gives it a little bit of depth. The colored glass on each side of the doorway could work. It could. If it doesn't look awful with the dark background. Let's go grab some yellow colored glass and see how that looks. In fact, let's grab each color of glass so that we can do a full test before committing to anything. Yellow, red, and a blue. Sus. What, to the H? Ow! Alright. That's brighter than I expected. Okay, I do have shaders on, right? Let's double check. Here it is without shaders. Everything looks all green to me without the shaders because I just went from it being very warm lighting. But it looks okay without the shaders. Always good to test with and without. Okay, here's the red. Here's the blue. The yellow has the highest potential to look gross on this. Also tried the light blue. I don't think I need to, because the dark blue actually looks the best out of all three of these, I think. Okay. Now, that does look very original Star Trek right there. Alright, what if we do this? Let's go get... I don't have enough yellow stained glass there. So let's make more. And do a test with it. So if I pick up a bunch of regular glass and dyes, which I have here. Don't have a lot of yellow dye. Oh, did I not? Okay. There we go. Perfect. All right, yellow stained glass. Now I have a stack and an idea. Okay. All right, here's my idea. Okay. That's why you said sus, isn't it? Yeah, we made an Amogus guy. I like it, but we also made an Amogus guy. Service guy says, I really like sunflowers because you can just bone meal them to get more. Yeah, the big flowers are very convenient for that. Although I do also like that not all the dyes are the same difficulty to get. It's an interesting challenge, and I hope that Mojang doesn't try to fix it. You're an imposter, says Kaylee. No, you're an imposter, Kaylee. I thought you were going to bed. All right. Here's how I think we fix this. We move it up by 1 block. Like that. Okay, that looks much less sus. Silver Sky says, first says, to be honest, I thought it looked more like the Among Us character earlier. Really interesting. And says, go to sleep or I'll make Dan hydrate. Actually, I'll do that regardless. Wow, very rude. All right, I'm hydrating, and I need it anyway, so thank you. Delicious. Okay. But it's way better than this, and it looks more modern. Okay, lighting idea here. Let's see. Health, yes, thank you. All right, let's grab the redstone box. I am running out of space here. Actually, no, the redstone box is this way. I remember. Lark says, thanks, Dan, for taking care of my peeps. I must go lay down because early day at work. No worries, Lark. Thank you for dropping by and bringing everyone here. I'm going to do another shout out for you. Yeah, thank you for dropping by. And so this guy asking, do I have a Discord? Yes. Well, I don't use a personal Discord, but I do use the FirstCraft Discord a lot. So yes. And thanks also with the hug. I mean, I hope I don't get you sick, but I mean, appreciate it anyway. Appreciate it anyway, Lark. Okay, so let's grab the redstone box. Okay. And back down the hall, and I know my pickaxe is getting low on the durability too. We're gonna need to make a quick visit to the Ender soon, I think. All right, so here's the idea that I have. Let's see, first, can I pick those up, or am I gonna get, I'm just gonna get stuck in there if I try, so I'm not gonna. All right, let's pop this over here. Oh, cool, I have 2 redstone torches. Much cheaper than a redstone block, so we'll do it. There we go. And let's get redstone lamps. And the yellow. Now here's the question, is that too much yellow? What if they were glass panes, so they're not so visible from here? Okay, there's a crafting bench over here. At least glass panes are super cheap. All right, how does that look? Okay. I think I like that. And you only notice it when you come here. Interesting that they look different. Like, you can see that splitting off the center of it on that side over there, but not over here. You see it from here? Is it a directional thing? It must be a directional thing. Like, it disappears over here. It appears over here. This one never appears. Fascinating. Okay. And we're facing west. Okay, so west, true. East, true. Okay, yeah, that is definitely connected. Just like this one is. Okay. All right, let's do this test up here too. Do panes work better? I think so. All right, that's just stuck there hilariously. Is it gonna fall out? Come here. Did I get it? I got it. Good. And maybe lit up like that, it would even look better. Okay, I think a vision is coming together. All right, let's break these. And I think I only need one back. Oh, shoot. You were AFK joining the Discord, but that looks cool. Welcome to the Discord. All right, so we don't want that. I'm gonna change that too, I think. So yeah, this all needs to match. We haven't addressed the inside yet. But so if I grab 3 more of these, and oh my gosh, I've got so much stuff in my inventory. Let's see, what do I not need? I don't need the gravel. So, 1 redstone block. Let's go ahead with a block. Okay. All right, back up. And if I put it right here, will this light all 3 redstone lamps? It might. Nope. Blast. Okay. Alright, can I grab these things? I would like them to stop wiggling around. I'm more concerned about them not wiggling around and annoying me than I am about recovering them. Alright, so we want redstone torches because they're way cheaper than redstone blocks, and I'm redstone poor. I know I've got a bunch now, but still, I tend to go through it quickly. I've got levers. Those are even cheaper. Let's do those. Blast! Pirate Dan. Arrgh. Yarr and stuff. Okay. That does it. Okay, fine. Redstone's so weird. Okay, and now yellow glass panes. Oh, let's do. That's what was there. Okay. Now I want to pick these up again, or they'll just wiggle around. Okay, lit up. It's both more obnoxious and way better. What do you think of that? I think I like that. At least you aren't on Bedrock. I know, right? All I really want from Bedrock is movable tile entities. That's really it. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go with that. I think so. All right, so I need to clear up some inventory now. Levers can go back. Yeah, what a mess. All right, but we're gonna be exchanging polished deep slate. This is new. So Twitch just put into my activity feed, remind your viewers to follow. This could be a good time to remind viewers to follow you so they can catch your next stream. Show without shaders. Good call. Okay. I mean, I do also like it better without shaders than I did before. But I don't think I can go back to playing without shaders. Yeah, still looks good for sure. Like the, is it this way for you guys watching after the Twitch compression? But after the warm light from the shaders, from complementary shaders, I always feel like I'm being assaulted with bright green as soon as I turn it off. Yeah, I like this lighting much better. Okay. Aye. Which one are you? Unbreaking. Oh yeah, you're gonna get sacrificed because you're a temporary guy. You are because I was desperate for unbreaking, but I'm gonna go for an unbreaking 3 guy, and then you're gonna get replaced. Okay. Sacrifice, yes. Man, with my just barely avoiding coughing, a coughing fit, I sound even more like an evil villain. Alright, and yes, I don't mind having less texture than is traditional these days in Minecraft builds. Okay. Oh, I just put the same blocks back, didn't I? Derp. Yeah, in fact, I wish there was less texture here. I wish we had connected textures for these in vanilla. Silver Sky says we can hear Drowned in the background doing an accurate impersonation of Dan's throat. Excuse me. Don't make me laugh, man. Very rude. Yeah. That's me speaking Drowned. Okay. Yeah, I'm just considering for a moment. But yes, I like it. So the ceiling isn't so bad, but I do think it needs to be different. What if we were to do concrete, either dark gray or black? Now to do that 5 more times. Like that. All right. Let's go ahead and pop these things back in here. I don't need them in my inventory right now. I'm going to keep those just in case I want to make more panes. Don't need the chiseled stone. Okay. You don't think concrete. What do you recommend? I mean, there's also terracotta. The stuff on the outside of Ammon's geode. So the not polished basalt, smooth basalt. That's a possibility. Sand terracotta is a classic modern texture. Let's see. I don't have any dark gray or black terracotta filtered into here yet. But concrete. Let's try gray concrete. I do have it. But I also do have some. See, I've got the smooth basalt right here, and I do like it for this floor, and I like this glass. Like maybe we can do something with the glass too, but the lighting in those is a little bit different. If the colors for the frog lights worked out better for the red, green, blue, or red, yellow, blue, then that would be a little bit more workable. But yeah, we can grab some smooth basalt. For a white concrete hater, you seem to like using it a lot. Did I say I was a white concrete hater? I think I was frustrated with it not being quite white enough. Like, it's kind of gray. Let's see. So I don't know, maybe I said that. Ooh. Ooh. Maybe? What about this for the ceiling and the gray concrete for the walls? Like, that does definitely have a more futuristic look, more sci-fi look. Summer's Guy says, I think the ceiling might do better with more texture, but I suppose this could also look nice. Yeah, that's part of why I was thinking of maybe moving this to the ceiling and putting the concrete down here. Let's try that. Because I think I agree about the ceiling. We're having a similar thought here. So if I do... Oh, I hear another drowned being made. Let's see. All right, let's try this. Nope, that's not what I meant. Whoa, careful, Dan. You're gonna bring water down. This is what we want. Let's see, Silver Sky says, maybe I'm just finally coming out of my completely smooth textures phase and resisting most use of concrete. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, the texturing that is very popular these days in Minecraft works a whole lot better for like a brick factory, like an industrial look, or like a medieval look. But for a very clean room look, it doesn't quite work. Put a layer of something dark gray at the very top of the yellow walls. So are you suggesting like this or some of the concrete? Because yeah, I think some trim up there might help as well. Something dark gray. Okay, let's try a couple things. First, let's try this. I do like that contrast there. And we could also do like gray concrete powder up there. That's a possibility. But yeah, let's make this wall gray concrete. But I think we are at least trending in the right direction. Generally, what we're doing here is improving it, in my opinion. So I like that. Okay, let's break all of these. And I've broken some stone as well. There we go. I think maybe try the polished deep slate as a trim instead of gray concrete. Yeah, that is a good call. So let's replace the ceiling and then let's try both things. Is my plan. So we gotta demolish what we got. Again. But the thing is, if this improves it and also helps me as a builder, then it is all worthwhile. Okay. Let's see, polished. There we go. Yes, that's correct. And then we got polished up here for the ceiling. And can I reach that? That's there, like that. Let's see, Silver Guy says, I'm by no means a brilliant designer, artist, or architect, but this is going very well in my opinion. Okay. Well, here's the thing. People are more likely to have an opinion of what looks good that is valid than the skill to do something good. Like, I can't paint worth crap, but I do know a good painting when I see one. So, don't sell that short. That's very valid opinion. Okay, so let's see. We need a little more of this. Let's go make some. Let's make all these into it. You don't know a good painting when you see one. Oh. And this is not the room we're working on. This is the room we're working on. There we go. What do I know? I'm not going to be sleeping in these rooms. These are for the plebes, for the henchmen. All right. Let's do it all the way around. Like so. And then let's finish the wall up here. And that makes this feel a little bit too plain. So what if we go all the way up rather than have a texture here? And that's how we run out. Let's see. Some guy says, I really struggle to find meaning with paintings and other 2D art. Interesting, but you've got colors associated with various words. It's fascinating the way different people's brains work. Why do you fill in the spaces no one will see? Because I know that they're there. I'm the type who makes a foundation for all my buildings too, even though it's underground and no one will ever see it. I don't build on hollow hills either. Okay. I think maybe this would work best if that's also the gray concrete. Let's get a little bit more gray concrete so we can test that. Because I've run out. Okay, here we go. We've got another whole stack though, so that's nice. And here's another thing. How does it look from here? So far it looks okay, I think. Blackstone is another thing we can try. Okay, yeah, that looks better as a monolithic wall than having that over the top. So now let's do a test. How does this look with gray concrete? And I think I like that better, actually. It offsets this up here. In fact, see, here's another thing to consider. These are for henchmen. So basically, these are supposed to be scientifically calculated to get the most optimum work out of the henchmen. And if it's anything like, you know, your stereotype scientifically calculated to do that, it'll do a poor job. So, like, basically a robot's like, yes, this is soothing to humans, is the idea here. So, that's another argument in favor of the very plain textures. So let's see what happens if we make this a gray concrete box, except for these yellow walls. So that means this whole ceiling has to come out again. Would you believe I've already had one stream where I designed these barracks and then I decided I didn't like them, and so we're doing it again. Alright, let's start placing like this.
Actually, it's going to be super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Sally, welcome. Oh, First was back in stock because we had a reconnect very early on and nobody noticed. I didn't even know. Welcome, Sally Salt. How are you doing today? It is indeed going to be super easy, barely an inconvenience. I think I like this the best. I think I'm surrendering to the fact that concrete is the modern building block in Minecraft. More modern building blocks, please, Mojang. More. Frog lights are great. I love them. Great concrete walls. Reminds me of something. What, an evil villain lair? It is nice to be first, isn't it? Okay. So, yeah, if we look over here, we get the impression of how it will be done, how it will be when it's done. And the only thing that this is messing up is the floor doesn't feel offset enough. Like that is surprisingly close in tone. So, maybe Blackstone? I do have Blackstone in my inventory, so we can try it. It's something more IRL. Okay. If you're making a specific reference, I'm missing it, unfortunately. But yeah, we're going for James Bond evil villain lair still. And will this be the magic final touch? Maybe so. I think so. Because the floor definitely needs more texture than the walls. And I think Blackstone is it. Possibly smooth basalt, though. That's something that that Silver Sky was recommending. So let's try it. Boop, 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 boop. Ooh, okay. Oh, which one, though? I like them both. I like them both quite a bit. Actually. Yeah, okay, that... I like that better out here. So let's do that. And I'm thinking the Blackstone tile. So let's do the Blackstone. And I forgot how quick this goes when I've got haste. Okay. And I think we finally, maybe, have our design for the henchman barracks, which is good because we're going to have all the henchmen soon. probably by the next time I stream, we will have, if not all, at least quite a few henchmen. And maybe all the henchmen designed, or barracks designed. I would love to stream everything I do here, but then there's no way I would get it done before a 1.20 reset, and I really want to have this thing done in time for that. So that means a whole lot of off-camera work, unfortunately. But... I think now, though, these need to be blackstone. So... can I go straight from these? Yes, I can. Polished blackstone wall, blackstone brick. Yeah, polished blackstone wall. Let's do 3 of these, and let's do a comparison. Yes. Fact, should it just all be? Ooh, okay. I'm getting real creative here, guys. Don't get mad at me. I'm just getting creative. Here we go. Let's just make 40 of these. Okay. Okay. Is it too much blackstone? That's the question. Too much. Ah, I think so. How about... That's a little better. Okay. Yes. I think maybe that. And now, what about the smooth basalt here? Man, that, since we got this edge of the texture over here, that makes these two sides look so much different. So I think for consistency, we'll have a better luck with smooth basalt. There we go. All right, and I like how this is framing right there, although it might want it here. So we're gonna try that. I know we're still tweaking it. This is how I do. Yes. Okay, I like that. That little touch there is imposing, and that's good. Okay. So yeah, so here I am. I'm a henchman. Working for Dan Bear Pig. He's super evil, and I'm proud to be his little henchman guy. Oh, he didn't finish my ceiling though, that jerk. Oh. Bouncing off the bed. So yeah, I need more gray concrete. But I think taking away that texture did the trick. And this is going to work really well also for the blue and the red. I think I'm going to keep these honey blocks. But for those lights, we've been using blue and red stained glass. Let's see, do I have one in place over here still from the old design? Yes. Yeah, here was the old design. Oh yeah, the original Adventureland over here is still here. Okay, so, well, I heard a Fletcher working. Speaking of OP Fletchers, okay, I think I really like this. So yeah, I'm going to replace this with that, and I think we're going to replicate this design in yellow, in blue, and in red. And I'm also going to work on a whole bunch of the tedious villager conversion and rolling of trades while I do that. And I'm going to do that between streams. So we're about 11 minutes before I was planning to end, but I think this is as good a place as any. Plus, man, my throat is really feeling it. I'm still on the recovery, but I'm glad that we can at least do some streams. So let's just stand right here and get a cool screenshot. There we go. There we go. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining. I think we're going to go ahead and end it there. Let's see, who did we have? We had Gerhulk and Lark, 2Bird, with the raids. Very much appreciated. That was fantastic. Let's see who is online right now. Let's see. Got a couple of Minecrafters. Let me go on my phone, get a more complete list of people that I follow. Let's see. We've got Derps Digital. I think I played with them somewhere before. I think that might have been with Casual Carrot and Griffin Prime. I don't actually recall. It's been so long. So let's go ahead and let's raid Derps Digital. Let's see. Raid Derps Digital. Playing Minecraft on Raptor MC. All right. And we're going to go ahead and start that raid. I'm going to do the raid message right here. Go ahead and copy the whole thing if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, that's fine. Just copy the part in the middle between where it says Dan Bear 4 Totem. And yeah, I'll be back on, let's see, today is Monday. I'll be back on Wednesday playing something. Haven't decided yet what for whatever Wednesday. And on Saturday, we'll be back to continue our Kerbal Space Program career. And next week, we'll be back with more Minecraft. And hopefully, we'll see all of the henchman barracks ready to go. But yeah, I'll see you guys later, and thanks for dropping by and hanging out with me, and that's it. That's the whole stream. All right, goodbye!